DeSantis has his dirty fingers all over senior entitlements, like cutting Medicare. Tell Ron DeSantis to keep his pudding fingers off our money. Oh, and somebody get this man a spoon.
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here, and critics have pointed out that Governor Ron Puddingfinger DeSantis has been unavailable while Florida has been underwater. In a new Trump attack ad, the Florida governor is portrayed as dipping his fingers into a senior citizen's chocolate pudding cup and really digging around. This was done to invoke disgust, and it succeeded. The PAC associated with Trump's presidential campaign is responsible for the contents of the ad, and by looking at the video, you can tell that his entire organization are bottom feeders.
Very memorable.
It was an ad obviously meant to invoke disgust, and
it is disgusting.
Well, first of all, the biggest takeaway I have from this is that Donald Trump was worried about Ron DeSantis. Otherwise, why would he be out there now before DeSantis is even a candidate? The first message we hear from the former president in his re-election campaign is about his significant primary opponent. So, one, Donald Trump is worried about Ron DeSantis and thinks he needs to do something early. Second of all, I thought it was a stupid ad.
The video was definitely a lesson in hypocrisy. However, the narrative of this chocolate-covered BS was to gaslight viewers into a good cop, bad cop scenario, making out DeSantis as the bad guy and Trump as the good guy. Nothing could be further from the truth. They have both been attacking Social Security and Medicare for years, calling the programs entitlements.
You know, we've now, putting the vast majority of people, first of all, most people will not see this ad. It is a very small buy. We are spending more time talking about this ad and drawing attention to it than the ad itself is going to get, because it's a very small buy in the greater scheme of things. He's sitting there in Mar-a-Lago thinking up insults about fellow Republicans and then expecting them to fall in line behind him in a November election if he wins the nomination. That's the wrong way to go about doing it.
Every single budget that Donald Trump sent to Congress had proposed cuts to Social Security and Medicare. Every single one. So to have him come out with a message that implies that Tiny D is lubing up his rubber gloves and coming after Social Security and Medicare, and he isn't, is completely laughable. This is not a video that I would want to see during dinner or for any other time for that matter. It's like an elementary school poop joke. And unfortunately, those who think it's accurate and funny don't care about Social Security or Medicare.
And I do want to get you to weigh in on the pudding part of this also. But Donald Trump, as the Washington Post pointed out, every single budget that he sent to Congress had proposed cuts in Medicare and Social Security programs, every single one. And in 2020, he told CNBC that entitlements would be on the table.
Yeah, but he lied, right? He also told voters that he wanted, that he was never going to touch their Social Security. He's always been against it when it actually would matter.
There are countless Americans who have worked and struggled their entire lives, and at the end of their career, all they have is Social Security and Medicare. Countless families across America who are struggling right now. Single parents, grandparents taking care of grandkids because their parents are addicted or in jail. Good people